Hello again, welcome back. Glad to see everybody on a nice Thursday afternoon. So today, this is going to be a lesson that can be for beginners, intermediate, advanced, super advanced. I'm going to show you about 150 different ways that you can play a major sound along for any major chord, meaning that I'm not going to show you 150 ways to play C or to play F or any other major chord, but within a major chord, if you add the second, you add the fourth, sixth, on and on, you get different sounds, okay, that works. Everybody's heard of a major 7, a major 6, a sus2, sus4, okay? All of these are different sounds, different flavors, different colors that will make you substitute when you're playing with other people and you know how to play a C chord open. You might know how to play the C chord, 2 different bar chords. You might know how to just take 3 notes and play a C chord and not utilize all 6 strings. What I'm going to show you is what I learned from a lesson or a teacher I had many years ago. And he put together these charts. And I know it looks like a lot of dots and a lot of weird information, but there's actually the 3 pages. Every one of these lines here is a different sound in F, okay? And it's around 150 of them. And the reason that he made it this way is that he wanted to have the notes on the scale, and obviously you need to be able to read, and we have gotten some lessons into reading music, and we will continue that in the new year. But underneath where he has the actual 4 notes that might be the sound that he wanted to give information on, he's letting you know what notes that are in that particular sound for F major. And because he's got 3 pages, the first page is for the bottom strings, E, B, G, and D, okay? You can come up with about 50 different ways to play the F chord with those 4 strings. Then he's got the middle strings. Another could be 50 on this page, okay, where we're just dealing with B, G, D, and A. And then the last one, to round out about the 150 different ways to get an F sound of an F chord that can be a substitute, that can make your playing just more interesting and not just playing a major chord with 1, 3, 5 to make it sound like the major chord. All of these will fit because it's a major sound. And so the last one is utilizing the top strings, E, A, D, and G. So what I'm going to just show you briefly, because we're not going to get into reading right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and just look at one of these, like in the middle here, where it's much easier for you to know what the notes are, because we had a class on inside the staff, so you're not having to worry about above or well below it. And I'm going to look at one that has, this is going to be with the E, B, G, and D strings, okay? So this is more for like in the open position. So the one that I'm looking at now has an F, it has an A, has a C, and then it has an F again. So guess what that is? That is the F chord. But right next to it, he has an F, a C, and then a G. So that ends up being the root, the 3rd, the 5th, and the 9, okay? The first one was just the regular F chord. So we got a whole 50 different ways to utilize these 4 strings and play a different major sound. If we go to the next one, okay, this is the strings for B, G, D, and A. I'm going to just pull out another one here. Okay, so this one he's got, let me see where I'm going to start, in the middle. So we got an F, we got an A, we got a D, and then we've got an E. Little different sound for an F, isn't it? I'm using the middle 4 strings. That's because we're doing a root, we're doing a third, we're doing a 6, okay, and then we're doing the root again. I'm sorry, let me do the, what has he got here? F, A, G, and E. So really, what we got is, with the E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, that's the 7th. So it's actually an F with a 6 and a 7 in there. No 5. So that's in the middle strings. Then if we go to, and there's another 50. If we go to the top strings here, and that shows you that we're going down below the staff, because that's where a lot of the low notes are up here. I'll just take another one that we've got with a, let's see, we've got, and now we're going to be going up the neck, because, you know, we want to utilize the F up here, okay? So we've got the F, and then we've got an A, and then we've got a, what do we got? We've got a D, F, A, D, and then a G, okay, which is here. Okay, how's that sound to you? So we got a root, we got a third, we got a 6, and we've got the 9 again. But we're doing the top strings, or the bottom, you could say, of the low notes. And I'm just barring here on the 12th fret. That, again, is a major sound. So we get into something that are sounding jazzy, which is cool. You're going to learn, you know, just more flavors, and just, you don't want to play or F major, you know, here. You know it, right? You might know the F major here, okay? You might know the F major up here. You might know it up here, and just playing 4 strings. You might know it down here just to play the 4 strings. But that limits you. When you add in all of these other notes that work, you are just opening up your information. And when you're jamming with people, you're just doing really nice sounding, pleasant chords most of the time that can go along, transposing this F to every different key. Then you just start knowing all throughout the fretboard where all the different major sounds are. And when somebody tells you just make it sound more interesting or improvise, you'll have chords. You'll have, I'm not saying you're going to learn 150, but maybe you'll learn 5 other ones besides just the standard major sounds that you know that you like, and you can, you know, pick them out. I can make these 3 sheets available to anybody that wants it for $5. I can email it to you. All you got to do is give me the email. And if you need a lesson on reading, just to figure out what it all means, because you don't know how to read standard notation, we can have a lesson on that too, okay? It's not that difficult. It's just you got to know your alphabet from A to G. And you know, that's it. It's pretty easy once you get into it. It's alphabet, up past the top of the scale and below the scale. So that's all we're going to do for today. I hope that's have some interest to you. I know it does to me. I don't know all of these 150, but I like to go here, pull some out every once in a while. And that way, when I'm playing and jamming and I'm playing something, you know, it's a little more jazzy, or just want to improvise a little bit and not play the same major sound, I've got options. So We'll see you soon. If you like what you're hearing here, please, there's ways that you can tip me. If you would like private lessons, they're available. We'd have to do them online. And just keep coming back. I hope you keep watching more and more because I enjoy doing this for you. Have a great rest of the week.